Oh, my camera needs to be on.
Okay.
Right. So, exhibit goal orientation and acceptance of personal responsibilities in entrepreneurial endeavors. Now, when we've spoken about goal orientation, I like to speak about setting clear objectives. All entrepreneurs or senior business leaders will tell you that your goals must be smart. They must be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Now, setting clear objectives like Jeff Bezos did with Amazon, setting a clear vision to become Earth's most customer-centric company. Now, strategic planning, Apple's focus on innovation under Steve Jobs, where each product launch was meticulously planned and executed. Now, when you're speaking about Steve Jobs, there are two types of leaders that you have to be aware of. You have leaders who are transformational, who are the ones who are consistently coming up with new ideas, consistently changing the game and changing the market structure. And then you have transactional leaders. Transactional leaders are leaders who are there to lead the company in the day-to-day. Now, under Steve Jobs, Chief Jobs, who is a transformational leader, Apple, quote unquote, was transforming themselves out of business. So they needed Steve to help them build the business, but he was not suited to the day-to-day runnings of the business. Now, as an entrepreneur, you need to find the balance between transformational and transactional. Now, regular monitoring and adjustments. Netflix shift from DVD rentals to streamline streaming services, constantly adapting to market change, allowing persons to have that on all of their devices worldwide. Now, acceptance of personal responsibility. You can see the ownership of decisions and outcomes. Elon Musk taking personal responsibility for the success and failures of ventures like SpaceX and Tesla, as well as his other company, the Boring Company. Proactive problem solving. Reed Hastings addressing the pricing and service charges at Netflix proactively, even when it led to customer backlash. And continuous learning and improvement. Warren Buffett's lifelong commitment to learning and improving his investment strategies. Now, most persons are not aware that even at his age, Warren Buffett is someone who is actively enrolling in investment courses to learn about new shifting of market dynamics. As an entrepreneur, you need to be able to understand the shifting markets. You need to also be able to understand the growth in the market and how to respond to new innovations within the marketplace. On to you, Kellyanne.
Thank you, Mr. Goffe. Mr. Goffe, I'm not seeing this slide. No, we will go ahead and talk about identifying areas where you see opportunity for personal development. Now, before we go ahead and say that, we have to ask ourselves, what is personal development? Now, personal development is looking inward and focusing on ways of bettering yourself. Personal development increases your self-awareness and your self-esteem, and increasing skill and fulfillment of aspiration. Now, there are areas where personal development is consist of. So when it comes up to personal development, it's hard not to refer to the Maslow law hierarchy of needs. No. According to the Maslow, the basic needs to be fulfilled in order to reach your fulfillment, in other words, to reach actualization while reaching the highest level of self-awareness, self-confidence, personal growth, and self-realization. Much like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, there are different personal developments, and different personal development goals can fall into different categories, such as mentally, socially, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. So mentally, it's exercising your brain and staying mentally fit is critically for your personal development. So mental development can be anything from workshop, training sessions, or even just rest. So rest is just as important as mental exercise. Socially, social connection and relationships are also a must have for any personal development. After all, self improvement is not solitude, solitude, it's human and social creation. We need that connection to learn and grow. And from social connection, we gain important skills like communication skills, problem solving skills, relationship building, and the ability to receive and give feedback. Spiritual skills. Now, spiritually, personal growth and development, whether you're religious or not, it can come through spiritual. It's important to recognize that religion and spirituality is not synonymous. In fact, far from it. Spirituality means you're investing in a deeper understanding of your own self in the world around us. It helps you to know yourself and uncover your value. The spiritual and personal development tool can bring greater awareness of self and change emotionally. So emotional personal development goes hand in hand with emotional intelligence. And it's simple. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand feelings. Beyond feelings, it's understanding how these feelings shape and thought of action. Physical, it's a healthy body nourished and healthy mind. There are intrinsic link between your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. This aspect of personal development is focused on physical health, like nutrition, sleep, exercise, and movements. When your physical self is nourished, it's like your mind is also reaping these benefits. Considering ways you can build this area of personal development and take note of how your body and your mind feels. Now, let me share with you some benefits of personal development. It increases self-awareness and self-esteem. It increases your mental fitness. It gives you greater resilience and more knowledge and learning skill. And it also improves your personal and professional relationship. Let me explain just a few. When it increases your self-awareness and your self-esteem, personal growth requires looking inward at your own thoughts, feeling, habits, and reaction. It requires attentiveness and awareness to who you are as a person in a present state, but it also challenges you to look to the future, to where you want to go. By investing yourself, you're increasing your self-awareness and your default self-esteem. Greater resilience. With personal development, you gain greater resilience. This is another positive symptom of strong mental fitness. It increases your personal growth, meaning investing in your ability to bounce back after a tough practice. Um, you can go ahead now, Miss Shanice.
No, this section is mine. So, the depth of
Okay.
understanding and analysis of factors influencing entrepreneurship. Now, understanding and analyzing factors influencing entrepreneurship in Jamaica requires recognizing the impact of local economic conditions, such as a limited access to capital and market size, which can challenge startups compared to international markets, where funding is more accessible. Social and cultural influences in Jamaica, such as a strong sense of community and support networks, can encourage entrepreneurial endeavors. Similar to how cultural support fosters innovation in places like Silicon Valley, the regulatory environment in Jamaica, which includes policies aimed at promoting small businesses, plays a significant role, much like how business friendly policies in countries like Singapore support entrepreneurship. Additionally, individual traits such as resilience and creativity are vital for Jamaican entrepreneurs. akin to taking risk or risk taking and innovative spirit, seen in successful international entrepreneurs like Elon Musk. These factors collectively shape the entrepreneurial landscape both in Jamaica and globally, influencing the success and growth of new ventures. What this is basically speaking to the market size as well as the culture of the Jamaican environment. If you're looking at Jamaicans, we're not really receptive to persons out to external personnel. We we love to support Jamaican businesses. We love to support our own, and that's seen with a company like mine, which is Nestle, which is not a Jamaican company, but has been in Jamaica for over 85 years. We've faced many resistance to this, to influence it, to infiltrate in the market, because most companies, most persons would rather support companies like Grace Kennedy, which is a Jamaican-owned company, a Jamaican-born company. So these truly affect how entrepreneurs are viewed in Jamaica, international, how the market is structured, and how we're able to influence and adapt to the market and the regulation. Looking at the regulatory, our country is now moving towards boosting entrepreneurs, making it easier for local manufacturers to create a company as opposed to persons who are just distributing. There are higher tax tariffs on on companies just importing as opposed to companies that now manufacture locally. A complete contrast to what we were 30 years ago. Now, effectiveness in conveying the importance of entrepreneurship to economic development and employment. Effectively conveying the importance of entrepreneurship to economic development and employment in Jamaica involves illustrating its role in driving local innovation and economic diversification, as seen in the growth of tech hubs like the Kingston Digital Village, technological companies like iPrint Digital, companies such as Wisinko, who have really launched out and are now the leaders in their environment. Jamaican entrepreneurs create new products and services contributing to job creation and economic resilience, similar to how tech startups globally spur job growth and market expansion. So you can say, comparing our market, yes, we're a small country, but you're looking at, we do have a lot of food and beverage companies, not as large or wide scale as the Nestle's, but you do have companies like Grace Kennedy who are now expanding. You have companies like Separate who have now expanded regionally and are distributing worldwide. Highlighting how entrepreneurship stimulates competition and improves consumer options like local startups in Jamaica, enhancing tourism services, parallels the impact of international companies like Amazon transforming retail. No, we look at that, Amazon. We do have our own tech startups in Jamaica, like Cool Market, which is similar to Amazon, where you can sell, not as wide scale yet, but we're seeing the growth based on the resilience, creating jobs, as well as adding to the GDP of the country. Furthermore, enhancing the broader economic benefits such as increased exports and foreign investment attracted by entrepreneurial success stories in Jamaica mirrors the global trend where entrepreneurial hubs attract significant economic activity. By showcasing these parallels, the importance of entrepreneurship is fostering economic development, employment, both in Jamaica and internationally, can be effectively communicated. Now hand over to Shanice.
Okay, thank you, Craig. All right, so to expound on what you have already said, entrepreneurship drives job creation, and an example of that in the global scale would definitely be Amazon, as they alone they employ at least 1,532,000 persons. So that is very good for any economy. More jobs, more persons in the field working, be more income. Also, we can take a look at our economy here in Jamaica. So we have new startup companies like Birdshack, which is spearheaded by the CEO Wayne Cummins. He was once in the hotel industry and he has moved to to the franchising of a restaurant called Bird Shack. So his plan is to open restaurants all over Jamaica. He started in Montego Bay and went on to Ocho Rios and now in Kingston on Red Hills Road. These locations, he plans to open over 20 locations within Jamaica. And this would be a driving factor in economic growth for our country in the coming years. Another aspect is innovation. Entrepreneurs bring new ideas, products, and services to market, driving technological progress and improving living standards. Innovation often leads to the creation of new industries. So when Amazon came on the scene, the online market, shopping market became more competitive. So we now have Shein, Temu, all of these other online places where we can purchase items, whether it be clothes, household items, and stuff like that. We also can look at economic growth. Entrepreneurship activities contribute to economic growth by increasing productivity and fostering competition. New business stimulates other business and sectors, creating a ripple effect in the economy. Um, Wealth creation. This generates on wealth creation. Entrepreneurs generate wealth for themselves and others. So successful businesses attract investments, which can lead to further economic activities and increase economic stability. And also community development. Entrepreneurs often invest in their local communities, and this would improve infrastructure and services. This can lead to better education, healthcare, and overall quality of life. And adaptability and resilience. Entrepreneurship fosters a culture of adaptability and resilience. Entrepreneurs are often able to pivot in response to economic challenges and helping to stabilize the economy. So what is in short? So it's a short video. Is that video this? Yes, short video. Not hearing any sound, Craig.
Sorry, you're not hearing the video? Hold
No,
on.
we're not hearing the video.
Let me start it over. All right.
What exactly is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person with an idea for a product or service. They decide to start a business, which brings this idea to life. Maybe they've always dreamed of opening their own boutique, or maybe they want to create an app which small. But most of the successful ones share a number of characteristics. They're passionate, motivated, independent, and creative. Entrepreneurs love thinking outside the box. They're always looking to expand their knowledge, break out of their comfort zone, and find new opportunities in the marketplace. They don't just accept things as they are. They also believe that their ideas have value and that they have something special to bring to the table. So what do you think? Could you be an entrepreneur?
So, in conclusion, our exploration of entrepreneurship has underscored its profound impact on both local and global scales. We've seen how various factors such as socioeconomic conditions, cultural influences, access to capital, and government policies shape the entrepreneurship landscape in Jamaica and beyond. Creating a supportive environment for entrepreneurship is essential for nurturing innovation and fostering economic growth. Entrepreneurship plays a critical role in driving economic development and creating employment opportunities. Entrepreneurs are the lifeblood of economies, sparking innovation, generating businesses, and providing jobs. By promoting entrepreneurial activities, we can stimulate economic growth, enhance competitiveness, and build a resilient and dynamic economy. Finally, our journey with the entrepreneurial unit has been invaluable in demonstrating our commitment, aspiration, and accountability in business endeavors. It has taught us the importance of goal orientation, personal responsibility, and continuous growth. We hope our insight inspire and motivate you in your entrepreneurship pursuits.
Well, since there are no questions from our lovely audience, thank you very much for being here.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye bye.
Recording stop, Craig.
Alrighty.